So this is the Bachmann narrow gauge Baguley Drewry 70 horsepower diesel, and I'm looking at it today with the view of fitting the Lenz Next18 decoder in it. But just looking at the model initially, it's a really nice presentation. It seems to be a die-cast body and side skirts as well, so there's a lot of weight there. You've got their sort of narrow gauge couplers, but they sit in an NEM pocket, so you can remove those and fit little trophy couplings or little knuckle couplers, whichever way you want to go. And they also supply in the box full balance weights on the end, so you can remove the coupling completely and just have the big weights on the end. And it runs beautifully. I've just got it on analog at the moment. So I think it's going to be a really nice loco from Bachmann. And in the back there you can see the different livery choices. So we've taken the body off. There are 4 Phillips head screws, 1 in each corner. You can see them. Actually, I've just let them down a little bit so the body comes off, but they haven't dropped from the chassis, which is quite handy because they're a pick to find afterwards. Nice to see them interior in there as well. There's also solder points for the Brave. So whether they've done this plate as a standard plate, left themselves some options for later to put lights and things in these models, I don't know. But fundamentally we've got the Next18 thing that comes out and a DCC decoder. The Lenz Next18 10318 goes in, and that's really the install, and it will be a case of putting the body back on and putting the screws back in. With the body off, I see the front is die cast and the rear is plastic. It's actually very hard to tell. You can see slightly different sheen now you know what you're looking for, but didn't want to be misrepresenting the loco. It's certainly got a lot of weight. Okay, so we've got the chip in. The factory settings are not bad, but I have noted something at slow speed, so we can do a little bit of tuning. So first off, the chip is a fully NMRA DCC compliant chip, so it follows all the rules set down for DCC. So it does 4-digit addressing, it also does 28 and 128 speed steps, and also has features like Railcom and ABC. So what we're going to do is do a couple of changes. So it's a coreless motor and they can vibrate on DCC. It doesn't particularly enjoy the PWM, pulse wave modulation, particularly at low speed. So programming on main, I'm going to select CV50 and put in a value of 4, it's a motor type 4. And what that allows me to do is change the PWM frequency. So in CV113, and these things are in the manuals for the decoders, I'm going to put in a value of 5. So turn it right down. I think it's set at 40 from the factory. Now it's much smoother. As decoder manufacturers can't predict exactly what motors and gearboxes everyone's using, they give themselves the ability to tune the decoders. And these little coreless motors are brilliant. They're very low weight, very small, very smooth in general, but they're not a great fan of PWM motor control. there we are. Looks great.